get into a market recap for the week ending on Love's birthday. Tristan is my boy Dr. B right here.
Good to be here, bro.
Hey, my man, this is his birthday today, so we're gonna have like a nice little intro. Happy birthday, Dr. Love. Fucking love you, man. Happy fucking birthday, dude. Happy fucking birthday, man.
Appreciate that.
So, without further ado, it's my stock life or no life. Make sure you smash that subscribe, like, and comment button before we even get started. We're gonna jump right into it. Jobs. Hit us with the jobs claims. What's going on?
Yeah, so what happened was the whole week everyone was looking forward to this jobs number. That's all that everyone was talking about. The jobs number came out, it was super weak, and we ripped. So a lot of people were wondering why we ripped, what was happening, if the jobs number was good when we rip, or what's going on. The reason, in my opinion, what happened was the jobs number was weak. So what investors seen was, since the economy is weak, the Fed cannot raise rates. The Fed cannot take any action. The Fed has to stay dovish. They cannot be hawkish. So that's why we ripped, in my opinion. I could be wrong because obviously we ripped in the morning and then we kind of puttered out during the end there. But yeah, so as long as the economy is weak, the Fed can't do anything. They have to keep their current policy, which is very dovish, which is very helpful. Keep printing that money, keep making the stock market go up. So that's just what my interpretation of that is.
You were touching on this on the Instagram live with the job numbers weak. You said tech is going to run. The old tech did jump up a little bit. What was your reasoning behind that?
So right now in the market, I'm seeing a lot of bad things. I'm seeing a lot of scary stuff. I'm always bullish, like almost always bullish. But right now, what I'm seeing with inflation, like lumber is soared, copper is soared, all commodities is soared, bread, water, coffee, everything is just soaring high. Your groceries are gonna cost 3 times what they cost you like last year, and it's eventually gonna happen. Inflation is gonna kick in. They're lying to you about the numbers. They only look at inflation for certain things. They won't tell you that you're gonna have to pay way more. You know, they don't want to scare you. So what I was saying about the old tech actually was back in 2008 when everyone lost their shirts in the housing crash and the market crash and everything, financial crisis. What happened was the new technology that was coming out, they were actually really weak going into that crash, and the old blue chip, like known companies that aren't growing anymore, they're just doing what they do, they started ripping. So what we seen this week, basically, we saw Shop, Amazon's, the newer technologies, they were all coming down, while the old dogs that aren't growing or trying to grow, IBM, Cisco, Dell, they're all ripping. So that's the exact same thing that happened in 2008. That's just why I'm warning our group a little bit. Just get ready. You have to be prepared. Just in case the stock market falls 200 points tomorrow, what are you gonna do? Stock market rips 200 points tomorrow, what are you gonna do? You always have to have every scenario in your head.
So huge, putting my bear hat on, like Dr. LB says, the inflation is real. It is very real. We're gonna be dealing with it globally, because you can't just keep printing fake money and just sending it out and expect it to be okay. On other news, 1/3 of all Americans are reported to now have a vaccine, that are eligible to have vaccines, so reopening plays are happening across the board.
Vaccines are a good thing, I think, like for average Americans. COVID, whether you believe in it or not, it is real. A lot of people have been affected by it. They've gotten sick, they've died, whatever. I do still believe it's man-made. I mean, put my conspiracy hat on or whatever. I think it was China's biological warfare on the rest of the world so their economy could take over. But that's for a whole nother day, so another video. And vaccines are good, they're getting them out there, they're helping people that need it. But I mean, like right now, what happened was we crashed, the economy crashed, small business crashed, and everyone was looking for a recovery, a slow recovery. Like, you know, it was like a little bounce, sideways, little bounce, sideways, little bounce, back to normal levels. What really happened was we fucking crashed and then we soared back up. So we went way past what we were before COVID, which makes no fucking sense at all. And that's why now, what I say always in the market, there's always a mean. That's where the stock price should be. And when an event happens, it overreacts. The market overreacted in March all the way down during COVID. And when it went back up, it overreacted to the upside. So now we have to go back to the mean before we can even think about loading these tech stocks or anything like that. Tech is in a bear market. I'm not buying any tech stocks. For the short-term horizon, I'm not interested in any tech stocks. I'm looking at commodities, gold, silver, looking at playing the Bitcoin bubble till it pops, because it's gonna pop soon. And what else we got on there? We got the old tech companies. And just, yeah, don't be over invested right now. Save cash, have cash ready for the dip. There will be a dip. No one can call market tops or bottoms, but it's coming soon.
There was a super sharp drop off in March 2020, and now it's a V-shaped recovery, like damn near straight vertical, what we've seen with the printing of new money and SPY going to all new highs. And it's just, it seems every single week we're getting more and more and more further out, further extended away from the moving averages. And when that correction comes, it's going to be a tough time for a lot of people. I was sitting in the car with Ricky today, and he was saying, like, dude, a lot of those retail investors that jumped in with stimulus or jumped in with parent money or XYZ, they got their asses taken, and it's just going to be continuously, people are going to get raked by the market makers, and it's going to be something pretty horrendous here. I'm really an optimistic person. I'm an optimistic trader, but just looking at the writing on the wall with the way that inflation is going to be running up, start putting cash away. A lot of big money people are liquidating stocks, and they're keeping their cash in. Another thing to be on the lookout for right now on the crypto side is altcoins are going crazy right now. Bitcoin is kind of flagging on the 55, 57K range, 53K range in between that channel right there, but Cardano on the rip. 1 inch on the rip, chain link on the rip, everything is. Oh god, I forgot that we're having Elon on SNL tomorrow night.
I love Elon Musk, I do, but he has a cult following. He could literally tell people to buy trash and they'll buy trash, which is exactly what's happening with Dogecoin. He's gonna pump it. He probably has a ton himself. He's gonna pump it on SNL just because he thinks it's a joke, and you can't argue with him. He built himself up to this place, so even if he gives away all his money and he tweets anything, says anything, he's gonna get his fortune right back. People just blindly follow him. They don't care what he's promoting. They don't care what's going on. Just like, and you can't hate on him for that. You know, he worked his whole life. He made his own money. Made Tesla, he changed the world. So let him pump Dogecoin. Go on Saturday Night Live and pump Dogecoin.
I thought personally that Dogecoin was gonna run for 420 and then it fucking flushed. So I'm expecting like a counterculture play. Elon's unpredictable. That's one thing that you can say about him. He's completely unpredictable. So I'm seeing like 85 cents tomorrow and then a straight drop, straight bucket run towards 50, 45 range. I'm not the soothsayer here. I don't have my crystal ball like Love does. I'm new to the markets, but that's just what my gut feeling is saying. Like a counterculture play. People are going to come in and there's going to be a big rug pull, some whales that are just going to liquidate positions. Bada boom, bada bing, and then before you know it, you're just looking with your bag in your hand like, whoa, what just happened? What just happened? So that's my prediction.
I'm so bullish. Like you guys don't know, I'm bullish. But when you have to be able to switch like that. When you see the price action change, you have to change. You can't have predetermined something in your head. Like, I can't be just bullish. So when I see stuff that I've seen in the past, basically the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over without expecting different results. You know what I mean? Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results is insanity. So basically, you have to learn from your mistakes. You have to learn from what you did wrong in the past. That's the only way to get better in life. And when I see stuff that I've seen before, for example, why I call the Bitcoin flush, why I've been calling all this stuff and I've been on, it's because I've seen all this stuff before. And what happens is growth stocks from the stock market are getting sold off so people buy value. So what's gonna happen in Bitcoin is they're gonna sell off Bitcoin and all these altcoins and they're gonna buy gold and silver because those are value and this is growth. So that's just kind of market cycles, business cycles.
Be on the lookout to hedge your bets. Be on the lookout to have something that's a real store of value. I'm not saying that Bitcoin is not. I'm a believer in cryptocurrency. It's just we don't know what's happening right now. It's never been seen before with the kind of digital revolution that's happening right now.
Everyone's favorite line when the market crashes is it's different this time. It's different this time. It's never different. The .com crash in 2000s. All these companies were websites. Like it was the World Wide Web. Like it was changing the world, and the market still crashed. You know what I mean? Bitcoin will be a real thing. I'm sure cryptocurrency will be a real thing. The market doesn't give a shit. It's way too overvalued right now. You're gonna bring it way down, and then everyone's gonna forget about it, and that's when it starts ripping again. It's exactly what happened in 2001. It's exactly what happened in 2008. It's the exact same thing over and over with a different name on the title. That's it. Tulip mania, bro.
Yeah,
people sold their fucking houses to buy tulips, man. Like, it's the same thing over and over. But yeah, go ahead.
No, I think I think we ran it up quite well right there. I think this is running straight into bullish or bearish. I am very, very, very bullish on Goldman Sachs. Just today, they announced that they're launching a crypto division for their trade team. So they're on the horizons of new asset classes, and that's going to be insane. It's an official, formal introduction to crypto onto Wall Street.
It's usually when the top happens too, when Goldman Sachs makes a team.
Yeah.
No, but Goldman Sachs, I am bullish on it. I'm bullish on all banks for the next year or two. Because once the Fed does raise rates, which they will raise rates, banks are going to benefit. They're going to get paid more, they're going to get more interest, and they're going to have more earnings, and the stock's going to keep going up.
I'm bullish on Home Depot.
I'm bearish on
Take it off.
I just hate the fucking chart, man. Just technically, I hate it. There's nothing wrong with Home Depot. I don't know if they found Bitcoin in the wood. I don't know if they started accepting doggy coin. I don't know what's going on, but the chart just went like that. I know lumber is more expensive, but then they have to pay more to get that lumber too, so I don't know.
This thing just keeps going. I'm surprised. It's like, remember when Tesla was running like December, January time when it just kept going, you're like, there's no way it's gonna keep going. And it just kept going. I'm getting the same type of like hype mania around HD. So for the reasons that it's just kept going so strong, like it's just a locomotive in the lumber game. I'm gonna go bullish.
Tesla's making electric vehicles and changing the world. You know,
And
like,
AC is
Home Depot is gonna build yourself homes or some shit.
How many times?
Autonomous wood or some shit.
How many times can you redo your patio?
Oh my god.
There we go. I'll take this one. I got calls on PBR. They just broke the $9 range right now, so there is a gap to fill. I'm looking for it to jump $1 over the next maybe 3 weeks, hopefully. I have the July call, so I'm really bullish on them. I think that it's a great play. Right now, energy is doing fantastic. It's super strong, and I like that it's a Brazilian-based company, so it's not really subjugated to the inflationary rates that are going to be happening inside of America.
I must have said something just like that on Market Recap. No, but I also own PBR, so I'm biased. I do have the same calls, I think, as Christian, the $10, $9 July
I got
calls.
$9 July calls.
$9 July calls, and they're already green. But I am bullish on all of that stuff, all of commodities, gas, oil. So gas, I would buy PBR. Oil, I would buy OIH. Gold, I would buy GOLD, Barracks. Silver, I would buy SLV, and I'm already in all those, so I am bullish on all of them. Do it.
Always a pleasure, and this day is super special because it's your day, my friend. Bring it back in.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Man, so without further ado, I'm not a drinker personally, but I'm gonna drink one michelada tonight for my man LB's birthday.
I'm not a drinker either, but I'm gonna drink one michelada with.
Hey, I love it, I love it, I love it.